Welcome back, Pebbles, to the Rough Pebble channel. And today we're going to be playing a new series. I'm going to start up a new series. I'm going to play through this every now and then whenever I get bored. Or if you guys really want me to play a lot more, then I can. I'm not good at this game. Not as good at this game as many. So if you want to see somebody make it all the way through, um, the chances are that I'm probably not your guy. But if you want somebody to kind of walk you through some of the different things and the various aspects of this game, I can definitely try to help out. So this is Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. It is a open source roguelike, and it is free to play, so you can go to their website and download it for free. It's, as far as I know, still in development to some extent, so they're always changing it up and kind of adding new things to it. So there's a lot going on, and the only issue that I have with doing a let's play of this, and if I start go like if I start a character and he starts doing really well, then of course we're gonna play through as much as possible, but I'm not going to be doing this in the same way that I've been doing the Viking Conquest or the mod pack, where we have one character and then we just do a season with him, right? This, we're going to probably die a lot, and we're just going to do like 25 to 30-minute episodes, and if it kind of bleeds over into the next episode, then that's awesome. Just means that I'm doing well, but kind of expect me to die a lot, and don't get upset, don't get too tied to these characters. They're just temporary. And if you have any suggestions, then I'm always willing to accept them and take them and kind of change my playing style in accordance to that. So let's get started. The only issue that I have had so far with wanting to do any sort of let's play with this is that there's no sound. So other than listening to me talk, there's really not going to be much of anything else. So in that regard, I have looked up some royalty-free music, and I'm going to be playing. It's like a fantasy music type thing. I just typed in like royalty-free fantasy music. So this is Butterfly Tea Magic and Fantasy Music, I think. So that's maybe like a 15-minute album. Definitely check them out if you like it. I think they're free, as far as I know, but I wanted to give them a shout out just so that if you do like it, then at least they can get something out of it. So yeah, anyways, let's get started. I'm going to start this music up real quick. And if you think it's too loud, just let me know. We can kind of adjust it accordingly in the next episode. So anyways, we're going to get to it. We're going to enter our name. I just put Tychalis Morian. It's just a name I made up. And we're going to go to Dungeons here. So I like to do the Demon Spawn. Demon Spawn is really cool because he has mutations, and as you level up, as you grow, you start getting these mutations that can be either positive or negative. But as you can see, there's a whole swath of different species that you can choose from. So we can definitely go through. If you have a specific species that you want me to play, just let me know and I will give it a shot. I can't guarantee that I'm going to do well, but if I do really poorly, then I'll just keep trying with it and go with it. I don't know, do you want me to go through these? I'll just kind of hover them over them slowly, so just the little tiny like descriptions underneath, so you can see them, read them if you want. You can pause the video. A lot of these guys have different things that kind of make them better or stronger, or a little bit different than the others. So some of them are better at like close combat, some are better at ranged combat, some are better at magic, some don't need to eat fresh food. Formicid is a cat, so they're actually no, that's a different thing. Who am I thinking of? the Felid is a cat, so they're really, really interesting and kind of fun to play with. They have 9 lives, I believe, or they have many lives, so as you level up you get more lives. I've played with a good bit of these. Centaur is always fun. He's really strong, good character. Minotaur is pretty fun too. Actually, Minotaur is maybe my favorite. Minotaur and the Demon Spawn. Demigod is interesting. Merfolk, I'd never played with them, but they could be fun, I suppose. Naga. The Tengu. They're bird. These are actually a new species that only within the last few patches have been added. The Draconian. The Gargoyle. Formicid. Oh, they're ants. Oh, interesting. I've actually never played as the Formicid. I've played as the Felid. That the Felid can't hold weapons. He can only hit with his paws. He can't wear armor, I don't believe. So there's a bunch of interesting different things that these guys can and can't do. The Mummy. I've never played as the Mummy. That could be interesting. The Ghoul. The Vampire. That could be fun. I think I've played as a Necromancer Vampire. Octopod. These are actually new as well, I believe. So yeah, these are the different ones. I know I didn't go through and kind of explain all of them, but pick up the game, give it a shot. It's free, it's fun to play, and it really, like, especially if you're not very good at it, it only takes like 15 to 10 minutes tops to go through a character until you end up running into something that kills you. So we're going to do our best here. I'm going to pick the Demon Spawn just because he's my favorite. And then after you pick your species, you can pick your background. So there's a whole another list of, what is it, 24 backgrounds here on top of the 26 species. So there's a lot of variety, a lot of different things that you can do. And the ones that are highlighted are the ones that are viable. So they're the ones that will they will be less of a struggle, I suppose, in terms of working in tandem with each other. So I think I'm gonna be, it's hard to say. Melee is always really fun, but so is the Necromancer. So I might be the Necromancer and just kind of give that a shot and play around with it for a little bit. And then we might just, depending on how far we get with the Necromancer, I might try to be a Gladiator. And yeah, so these zealots, there's also a whole like religion system within the game. So these zealots are tied specifically to these 3 gods. I think I'm going to start off as the Necromancer though. Actually, you know what? I'm going to start off as the Berserker. Actually, you know what? We're going to go with the Abyssal Knight. Yeah, let's do it. And then you also get to choose the weapon that you start with. So this isn't something that you're going to be tied to for the rest of the game, but it helps kind of in terms of building those initial skills and kind of leveling those skills up. So I think I'm going to go with the Spear. And you can always switch later on in the game, but I'm going to start with that. So first of all, this is the setup and the portal. I'm gonna hit, what am I gonna do here? I want to go look at map mode, character overview. So this is our character, these are his different stats, and here's the god that he, and this just means like how faithful he is to the god and how much how pleased the god is with you. Nothing else that really strikes me right off the bat. So you can look, you can examine things, you can look at the different items that you have, so you can yield things, you can eat. Okay. So we're gonna get started here. We're gonna start going up over here. What was I trying to do? That's actually one more thing before we get going. Manage skills. So we want to focus being, we are the Abyssal Knights, so we'll focus specifically on dodging, pole arms, and just those two for now, actually, and stealth as well. So these will be our three major skills that we're going to focus on, and you can get more of these as you go along, so there'll be different things that happen that allow you to be skilled in other things. So we're going to get going here. And I like using the number pad, so we're going to escape from... You are suddenly pulled into a different region in the abyss. So we need to escape from here before we can get going with the game. The Abyssal Knight starts off in the abyss and can periodically send enemies into the abyss where they get slaughtered. So that's like a skill of his. But at the moment, this is actually a really dangerous place to be, so we might actually die if we can't find a way out of here. Oh, not good. That thing is chasing us. We need to go. We need to get out. Oh, there's a ring. An ivory ring. So let's look at some of these things that we picked up. An ivory ring, it hasn't been identified yet, so when we put it on, it identifies it as a +2 ring of strength. So it just increases our base strength. Or not our base strength, but just gives us an additional 2 strength. And this is where we probably die. We're getting chased so hard. This is it. Oh wait, can we? Oh, we can just TP out of here. Depart the abyss. Pass through the gate and into the game. Okay, great. So this is the very first level, I suppose. We're not going to pick up those bolts. We don't really have a crossbow, and we're not a ranged character. We're going to be more melee. Let's get through here. And as time passes, your health regenerates. And you can press circle O to fast explore. So I might be doing that at some point, but for right now we're going to stick with so I'm gonna cut up, I'm gonna butcher these jackals with C, which is for cut. And there's a whip. Whips are actually pretty cool. But because I'm gonna be a pole arms guy, I'm just gonna go with this and not worry about that for now. So this is what O does. It just kind of makes you run around for a second. So we found another ring. We can put on 2 rings. Ring of protection from magic. So that's actually pretty good. So we're gonna murder that cockroach, and then we'll hit O again, and it'll just kind of take us around here. Oh, there's a newt. And we've leveled up to level 2. And you feel resistant to cold, so we just got a mutation. Let's look at that. Wait, hold on, let me see. Oh, M is for the skills. And display mutations. So your flesh is cold resistant. Cool. So that's what happened. And we're gonna get more of this meat, which we can eat at some point, but we don't need it quite yet. So we're gonna pick up a few things. We're just picking up a bunch of scrolls there. And just like any other roguelike you may or may not have ever played, but if you haven't, then most roguelikes typically the scrolls and the potions will all be randomized. So every single time the blue potion will be different than the next time that you play. So for me to know what this is, which I don't, it just says a blue potion, I actually have to either quaff it, or drink it, or throw it at somebody, and that'll help identify it. And the same with these scrolls, I actually have to use them to know what they are. But the next time that you find that scroll, it'll be the same thing, right? Up until that character dies, and then you have to start again. So it's a really neat system, I love it. Let's see, what was there? A dagger, goblin corpse, and a new corpse. I don't need any of that. Ooh, interesting. See, chainmail here. We might actually take that. So you can hit comma to pick up things off the ground. And let's wear it. Keep equipping. There's a kobold there, so yes, we'll keep equipping. And he tries to throw a bunch of things at me, but that's okay. And there's a short sword. We're not really stressing it. We just want pole arms, and we want good like magic pole arms. So we'll cut those up and have them for later. I don't know if they eat. Oh, these guys are a little scary. Can we do it? Alright, gosh. Those gnolls are so hard, but early on they level up. Like, we quickly already leveled up to level 3 and we haven't really killed much of anything else. So that just shows you how, like, alright, so every 3 levels you get to level up your base attributes. So I think I'm gonna go with strength since we are a more melee based character. What is that? Ooze. And there's a little log here that you can read through for some of the various things that are happening in the world. And come here, little hobgoblin. And some more gold. And I hope it doesn't bother you guys that I'm fast traveling. I mean, it's not the safest thing, but in terms of this being the first level of the dungeon, we're okay. So we just finished exploring that, and we're gonna go downstairs. Now when you go back upstairs, it's the same thing. So some, at least from my experience, some roguelikes, when you travel between levels, this first level will change and re-randomize, and so I don't like that. This is why I really like Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup, because it doesn't do that. It keeps it in memory, and so you can kind of run up there if you need to and heal up, rest up a little bit. So I think that's a really neat way of doing it. Now this is interesting. This can't possibly be the only bits of this level. Let's go back up and see if there's another way down, to see if there is. There is. Alright, so that's... let's kill this kobold. So that was interesting. That's very rarely happened to me, where there's like just a small little like chamber. So you can see over here that chamber that we just discovered. So we can go back in there and see what's down there. Actually, maybe we should have just gone ahead and done that right off the bat. But we'll explore this section first, and then we'll go back. So we're gonna run around here a little bit. Little bat. Get him. Die, little bat skin. You can also become poisoned, so right now I'm poisoned. Come on, kill the snake. Oh wow, I'm scared. Okay. So I think we'll rest for a little bit here. By pressing 5, you can see here that the time is elapsing by, but is going by, but I'm not really moving. So by hitting 5, you just rest for a little bit, and we're starving. So we need to go find some of this food. There we go. So we can eat this chunk of flesh. Oops. And we'll do that with this one as well, so we'll eat this chunk of flesh. And when you're hungry or thirsty, in the case of a vampire, your skills are reduced. Everything is reduced, and so staying well fed, staying from being dehydrated is a good thing, because it makes you hit better, makes you hit stronger, makes you more accurate. Come on, die. Alright, so we just picked up a wand of flame. So we'll use that if there's anything super dangerous that comes at us, but for right now, we can just fight everything off with our spear. We fall through a shaft. So that happens sometimes too. And that can be pretty dangerous, so you have to be careful. Not that there's much you can do about that, but it's just the way of the game, right? So let's pick up that potion. Let's go back upstairs and finish exploring this before we continue onwards. Because I want to... Oh, see, we just found a Book of the Sky. So this is a magic book, and it allows us to fly, to silence enemies at various levels of use. But since we're not really magic characters, there's not really much that we can use that for. Oh gosh, I'm scared. So, whoops. Oh gosh. Alright, there we go. So we'll rest here for a second. Let's go kill this kobold. That hobgoblin. We'll rest up just a little bit more. Okay, that's good enough for now, I think. Because as we travel around, we'll heal up a little bit more as well. I need to eat something now. I'm starving. Alright, so we'll eat some of this fruit. Come on. So, alright, so everything's getting to be a little bit easier. Let's cut this bat up and eat it. So we don't have to eat the chunks of flesh that you cut up actually spoil and rot, but the food that you find, these rations and the berries and stuff, they don't. So it's good to keep those for when you really, really need them and can't find something to eat. At least from my experience. Again, I'm not that great at this game. Like, I know a little bit about what I'm talking about. I've had some experience playing this game, but in terms of... Oh, hold on. The tomahawks. Yeah, I don't need those. Okay, looks like we've explored everything here. We're gonna go back up top. Huh. What is this level? Dungeon 1. Okay. So let's just go through here. Take this little passageway down, because I'm curious as to whether this will be just level 3 or like, oh yeah, it wouldn't have mattered. So yeah, that happens sometimes, I suppose. I wasn't sure if that was like its own little area, or if that was did we just get another ring? Okay, cool. So we'll take the strength off. Ring of Flight. So this is really cool to like get over different like lakes and stuff like that, or like bodies of water. Not that there's a lot of those down here, and it can help you avoid other things as well. So like, I think I can probably fly over this. Hold on, that's not what I wanted. Teleport trap. Yeah. So let's give flying a shot. Yeah. Okay. Well, never mind. I can't fly over that. I was hoping I could. The road. Let's kill the orc. And this is one of the things for the gods. So this is a temple or a shrine to the gods. But since we already have our god, we don't want to switch, because that can make them angry. And if they're angry at you, they can start sending things to hurt you and hunt you down. And so you want to keep your gods pleased once you have one. You need to eat something now. Okay, let's go eat this snake. So let's finish exploring this. Exploring this level, and then I think we're going to call it an episode. But I might do one more here. Oh gosh, I'm scared. Oh gosh. Okay, we survived. Oh. We're poisoned. We're poisoned. Okay, this is not good. So let's eat some of this. Let's try one of these. Potion of agility. Let's try one of these. Feel protected. Okay, there, we found a potion of health, so that's good. Because otherwise we would have died there, I think. So let's finish exploring this little area, this level of the dungeon. So we'll take down this thing. That rat, the hobgoblin, and we've reached level 5. I think we need to kill this bat. So C will eat the bat and pick up the things over here. So that's another shrine to one of the gods. And the gods do various different things. Some gods are like magic, some like melee, some, oh, see, I think I could fly over this. Let's give this a shot. Yeah, so you can fly over the magma, but otherwise you can't. So we just explored that all the way. Let's go up these real quick and make sure that there's nothing there. Okay, nothing there. I mean, other than a few enemies, and the enemies will respawn once in a while, but there's not that many that respawn. So we're looking for more pole arms that we can use in combat. But other than that, I think we're on a good path here. I mean, it's by no means a great character so far. It's just going okay. So we'll pick up this cloak, put it on. Yes. So we've got a green little cloak behind us. And that's it, guys. I think I'm going to call it an episode. I'd love to hear what you guys think about this, whether or not I should keep playing it. If I get, like... No, I'm going to stop myself there. I was going to say something really stupid that I completely disagree with. So I'm going to keep playing this, but I would like to hear your input as to, one, either whether you would want me to try, like, different species or what kind of characters you would want me to do. So I'm more than willing to take those up. If you want to throw out names, I can put names in there as well, and we can start doing that. So I'm really excited about this. I hope you guys are too. And yeah, that's Dungeon Crawlstone Soup. And the music is, let me pull that up again, Butterfly Tea, Magical, and Fantasy Music. So give them a shout if you like it. Give me a shout if you like this. And I will see you next episode. So take care.